In the world of college sports, probably the biggest thing people talk about is rankings. What team is ranked the best? Which team is ranked the worst? Rankings is everything. And right now, here in the state of Indiana, rankings are a pretty big thing. For many, many years, ranking meant basketball. Whether it was Indiana University basketball or Purdue University basketball, that's what rankings were. That's what everybody talked about during the winter season, either Indiana or Purdue basketball, who was number one, who was number two, whatever. Well, for the longest time, that's what it was in Indiana, strictly basketball. But now something new has got to happen. And frankly, last year we had a little bit of it, and it was pretty tasty when you think about it. But this year, it became very, very big. And now, well, it's gotten really big because here's what's happened. Last year, Indiana had a pretty good football team. They took two losses, one to Notre Dame and one to Ohio State. And both those teams fought out for the national championship, as you well know. Well, this year, Indiana said, we did okay last year. Let's see what we can do better this year. And this year, they're beating up everybody. But here's the big one. Everybody was waiting for it from the middle of the season. Indiana was taking on Oregon. Oregon at the time was the number 3 team in the United States, according to the Associated Press coaches poll. Number 3, I think Indiana at the time was number 7. And that was the big game of the week. Everybody was waiting for that game to occur to see what would happen. And the people who did the betting on it, figuring out who was going to win, who was going to lose, everybody was saying, well, Oregon's going to win because, well, Oregon hasn't lost to a Big Ten team into their house since 2004. Now, you think about that, that's like 21 years ago. Hadn't lost to a Big Ten team who came into their house. Last time it happened was 2004. Well, it turns out that 2025, Indiana University decided, Oregon, we're going to beat you. And they did. And, well, as a result, the Associated Press said, hey, Indiana Coaches Poll, you're number 3. Well, here's another poll that said, well, here's something a little bit different. This is the USA Today poll. And they are saying the number 1 team in the United States is now Indiana University. Now, you think about that. Indiana University, we're normal talking about, okay, basketball. That's pretty common. But football? Turns out the IU Stadium is sold out for the rest of the 2025 year. Sold out at IU. The excitement at IU is incredible. And the all-new mascot, the Buffalo, or whatever they call him, new thing on the sidelines for Indiana. But Indiana is saying, hey, let's keep doing things. And they keep winning. Now, since the coach of Penn State was fired, everybody was saying, we're going to lose the Indiana coach to Penn State. Well, it could have happened. Of course, there wasn't enough money you could buy off anybody if you want to. But apparently the Indiana coach has decided, I'm going to stay where I am for right now. I got a job to get done. Well, that's what's happening, folks. So now the AP says that Indiana is number 3, and the scoring poll from USA Today says Indiana is number 1. Regardless, they're a pretty good football team. And by the way, remember I said Oregon, the last time a Big Ten team came into Oregon's house and beat them was in 2004. You know who that team was in 2004? Indiana University. Just saying.